Welcome to my videos. So guys, if you have purchased a car recently from car dealership, have you noticed one thing that car dealerships nowadays try to sell you extended warranty so hard? Why? How is it benefiting them? Have you thought? And why they put you in such an emotional situation that you feel that you should go for it? Okay, let's go. So guys, what is extended warranty? Like when you buy a new car especially, you get some warranty by the manufacturer. Okay, of course there are going to be conditions like kilometers and number of years, etc. But once that gets over, uh, then like this extended warranty kicks in. Okay, but the question arises, why dealerships try to sell it aggressively, and when it is useful and when it could not be as useful as you think. Okay, so generally what happens, like you go for something, like generally I've seen like you get it for normal warranty, 3 years to 5 years, for like from 60,000 kilometers to 100,000 kilometers. It can vary. Okay. It can cover things like engine, extended warranty can cover things like engine, transmission, electrical systems, air conditioning, sensors and modules after your manufacturer warranty is over. Okay. It's secondary. Question comes, why the dealerships push you hard for this? Because it's one of their biggest benefit products, or you can say profit products. Don't think that a dealership is making profit by selling cars only. Sorry, they just make like small profit by selling the car itself, but their other profits come from financing interest, extended warranty, gap insurance, rust protection, paint protection, admin fees, etc. Okay. Now, extended warranty is one of the easiest things to sell because when you make such a huge investment, you want it to be protected, right? Especially for a long duration. So, how easy it is to sell? It is very easy to sell emotionally because you feel the fear, right? There's a fear in you. Okay, if something happens after this, what? If one thing goes wrong, it's easily going to cost me hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For example, a transmission repair can easily cost $6,000. If engine fails, you are gone. And yes, it's true, these repairs are very expensive. So that is where the room for this extended warranty comes and people buy it. Now, you need to understand the maths. Now, a dealership may tell you that it's going to cost like $30 extra per month. But let's do simple math. If you buy it for 5 years, how much it's going to cost? In a year, like 30 into 12 is like 360. 5 years is 1800, right? And sometimes it may cost even more. But since uh, it is like emotional, you consider it cheap because it's hidden behind a monthly payment. You think it's fine. A second thing you should know that you should avoid any last minute shock. You need to understand that what your warranty covers and what it does not. Extended warranty is full of conditions and you need to understand those conditions. Otherwise, you're gonna be gone. It may not cover wear and tear parts, brake pads and rotors, tires, battery, suspension parts, oil leaks due to age, interior electronics sometimes. So understanding it is what is covered and what is not is important. Second thing is sometimes these warranties only apply when you follow the strict maintenance schedule as per the owner book. If you miss an oil change or cannot prove service record, your claim can be denied. So don't think that if you buy a warranty, it covers everything. No. Now, why it makes sense or it looks good for some people? Okay, first of all, I'm not at all saying that it's bad. Sometimes it can be very useful. If you're buying a luxury car, a big brand, let's say BMW, Mercedes, Audis, these have expensive repairs. A small repair can easily cost you thousands of dollars. So even after years of driving, you if you have this warranty and that covers it, it's good. If you are buying an older used car and you have this extended warranty, it reduces the risk, right? But again, you need to see the coverage. You need to understand the conditions, what it covers, how many kilometers, etc. especially if you don't have emergency saving where you can pay for such sudden expensive repair. It definitely makes sense. Now let's talk when it could be a bad deal. Let's talk about something that sometimes why people regret it. You pay for something if you never use. If your car runs fine, you lose that money, but still it provides you peace of mind. Okay. Now, for a second thing is claim process could be delayed and painful. Many warranty companies delay approvals, ask for extra documents, refuse coverage using fine print. Okay. So that's why I said initially understand the fine print. And your warranty adds to financing. If you are not able to pay that and it goes into your financing, it is going to cost you easily. So a 3,000 warranty you purchase may become 4,000 after interest. So first of all, if you are being asked to buy this warranty, it's not bad, but get a full contract. Never agree verbally, never reply you to email as yes, always read. Understand what is included and what is not. Ask if deductibles exist. Okay. Now some warranties have deductibles too, like $200 per repair. Sometimes it could be more too. Compare it with third party warranties. Sometimes third party warranties are cheaper than dealership warranties. Next is negotiate price if you can. So this is how it goes, guys. So you need to do the full analysis before you actually buy it, because a small lapse from you could take you for a ride. That's what I wanted to say, guys, and thanks for watching this video. Thank you.